So, this is a bit of a bittersweet moment. If you're a Halo fan like me, you probably saw the announcement 343 Industries is officially winding down support for Halo the Master Chief Collection. And let me tell you, this hit me hard. As someone who's been playing Halo for almost 5 years now, 5 years in February to be exact, this feels like an end of an era. But before we dive into what this means for the MCC and the community, I want to talk a little about how I got here. How a guy who grew up on the PS3 ended up falling in love with one of Xbox's most iconic franchises. Growing up, I was all about PlayStation. I had the PS3, and man, those exclusives were my bread and butter. Little Big Planet was my go-to for creative fun. Infamous scratched that superhero itch. And Uncharted? Well, that's just peak action-adventure gaming right there. Oh, and Killzone 2 and 3? Those games were my introduction to sci-fi shooters, and they were fucking epic. But here's the thing. As much as I love PlayStation, something started to feel off. Over time, their exclusives started to feel a little oversaturated, like they were all trying to follow the same formula. Everything was polished, sure, but something was missing. That edgy, risk-taking vibe that games like Killzone had in the day. Meanwhile, I kept hearing about Halo. It was this massive sci-fi universe with an epic story, iconic characters, and gameplay that people couldn't stop raving about. I remember watching clips of Master Chief taking entire armies of aliens, and I thought, man, looks like something I'd need to try. And let's be real, Xbox exclusives like Halo and Gears of War hit differently. They felt more daring, more willing to take risks. Like, who else was making games where you could fight alien hordes on massive ring-shaped worlds, or chainsaw your way through locust swarms in a gritty post-apocalyptic setting? It was like Killzone, but different, I guess. Not Hellgas ISA, it was just, a different universe, and I thought it's very interesting. It was just something PlayStation wasn't offering anymore, and something needed to change, honestly, with me. So in early 2020, February, I finally made my switch. Got myself an Xbox on my birthday, and the first game I played, Halo the Master Chief Collection, and let me tell you, that was a game changer, literally. The MCC wasn't just a game, it was a history lesson. It introduced me to every mainline Halo game up to that point, and each one felt like its own adventure, from the quiet tension of Combat Evolved to the emotional rollercoaster of Halo 3. It was like discovering a whole new world I never knew I needed. And let's not forget the multiplayer, whether it was the custom games, Forge maps, or classic modes like Slayer. MCC's multiplayer was and still is one of the best ways to experience Halo, and it's where I really fell in love with the series, especially with games like Halo 3 and Reach, although Halo CE will always be my favorite campaign, and I'm not fighting anyone on that, that's final. So when I heard that 343 was ending support for MCC, it felt like a piece of history was being put to rest. Sure, the game isn't going anywhere, but it's the end of an era for new updates, new features, and that ongoing community engagement we've come to expect. Now, I get it. MCC has been around for almost a decade, and 343 wants to focus on new projects, probably Halo Infinite, or that new Halo CE remake. But it's still a tough pill to swallow for so many of us. MCC has been the go-to place for reliving Halo's golden days. It's where new players like me got to experience the magic of Halo for the first time, and where veterans could revisit their favorite moments. The good news is, MCC ain't going anywhere. The servers are still up, and the game is still playable. But it does make you wonder, what's next for Halo as a franchise? Can 343 balance keeping the old community happy while pushing for the series forward? Or are they just gonna do what people have been saying they're doing now and just killing off everything and making fools of themselves like most AAA developers are now? It's one way or the other, 343, so just be wise and be cautious of what you're doing. That's my message. I want to be a game developer myself, but I can always learn a few things, you know? And so can you. My message, just listen to the community, please, because that's what DICE has been doing. That's what, you know, people have been saying about 2042. To me, it's like they're listening to us. And honestly, I have a blast on Battlefield 2042. I just wish I could say the same thing about Halo Infinite, but I just can't because it seems like they're just ruining it. But the campaign is still memorable. Just listen to us, okay? It's a suggestion because I know you probably won't, but it's the best thing you could probably do, just to be honest. And another thing is, like, I just want to say that I am reading off a script, and I said I wouldn't, but I can't make videos without a script, to be honest. This is how it is. But this is off script, and I just want to put that in there, that I count on 343. I'm not calling them Halo Studios. I'm calling them 343 because it just sounds cooler. Halo Studios. It sounds stupid. But I'm not going to judge your financial decisions or your business decisions. You're already a business. But to those of you who still believe and love Halo, we must finish the fight. Remember to believe. Let's keep this going, shall we? So that's where we're at. MCC support is ending, but the legacy of Halo lives on. I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite memories of MCC? Was it grinding through the campaigns, dominating in multiplayer, or just messing around in Forge? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you're like me and you're still diving into MCC every now and then, let's keep it alive. Because even if 343 is moving on, we don't have to, alright? Well, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe, leave a like below, maybe leave a comment below, and tell me about your guys' favorite Halo moments, and share some stories. Maybe some ideas you guys have that I can make a video on. I'd love to see that. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.